Alrighty.
Okay.
응답하라 여친. Go to the into the 실.
Pak to the kyung to the ju.
Yay!
Hey!
You got it.
Ugh, pros now. Oh, Jane, so
Yeah.
you know I got my hair done.
Yes.
Because at one point it was 3 levels, 3 different colors. And I
You
was
had
doing
an
it
ombre
home. Yeah.
or a tie-dye type of effect.
And because it's like purple, like
Mhm.
it's been more forgiving, so I could just do it at home. But I finally got to a point where the roots were growing out.
Uh-huh.
And bleaching roots,
Uh-huh.
grown out roots over hair that you've already bleached
Yeah.
is too much, even for me. So I decided to go to the salon.
How long were the roots?
Oh, like it got, you know how like at first you grow out an inch and it's like kind of cool, but then you go beyond and you look like you just escaped the psychiatric hospital. Don't cancel me because I said that.
There was
you know what I mean?
clear
It's a deranged
mark.
look. Yeah. It was like halfway here. Not
Okay.
only that, and then my purples were kind of like, I had mixed the color. Anyways,
Yeah.
it was a mess. And I was like, you know what? Now this is out of my abilities. I need to go to the salon. I knew I was going to sit there whole fucking day. I even texted you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to be here all fucking day. So, but the funniest thing was I get to the salon. And I had a picture, right? Because you always go on with a picture. That's what we do. And because I knew that I wanted like a fresh-ish start, I did ask for like, this is every hairstylist's nightmare when they see Asian women, platinum blonde.
Sure.
Because then if they make me platinum blonde, which is what I should have started with when I wanted to go purple.
You wanted a blank canvas because then you could add the color in yourself.
Condition my.
Got you.
Yeah, now they do the color conditioning. Yeah. So I went in with the picture.
Sure.
I was like, this is what I want.
Which shouldn't be too difficult because you already had a lot of hair that was light.
That's what I thought.
That's what you thought.
That's what I thought. And I actually messaged the salon and said, hi. I even sent them a picture of this is where I am now.
Yeah.
And sent them a picture of this is what I would like. And then she wrote, okay, I can get you in tomorrow.
Wow.
Right. I know.
I don't know any salon that can do that.
Exactly.
Okay. How did you find this salon?
Well, so it's an Asian salon.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, like, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
You call the morning of.
Exactly.
Your tissue.
In Chinatown. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's legit, right? Asian salon. But they're good. Like their page is like full of hair miracles, right?
Yes.
So that's why I sent the whole before, after, even DM. Okay, this is where I'm now. I knew it was going to be tricky because I had so many colors going on, right? But, and then she said, come in.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Right? I go in. And it's, I live deep in the woods. You already know this. Anything for me is going to be minimum 30 minutes.
Yeah, you went from Issaquah to Chinatown, Seattle.
Yeah.
ID.
But like deep.
Okay.
But, that's with traffic, it's a full hour commitment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I get there and I sit down on the chair and immediately, you know when it's like when you go to Asian women at anything, immediately I see her looking me up and down. And I can tell she doesn't like what she sees.
Okay.
Even though this is exactly why I sent you a picture of what I like. No surprises from me, right? Because I do understand. I have a lot of hairstylist friends. They hate it when you ask for miracles, and I get that. So that's why I sent. Like I wanted to soften the blow of what you're working with. Immediately, she's looking me up and down, and I sit on the chair. She's like feeling, and she's so fucking rough with it. She's like pulling it around, like, and I'm like. Oh, I'm not liking this touch. But whatever. It's fine. Asian women, they're tough.
Yeah.
And rough. And then she goes, no.
Meaning what?
I said, what? No, I cannot. You cannot? I was like, wait. I messaged you. She goes, I told you I had to see. And at the time, when I recalled our conversation, that's not how I remembered it.
Okay.
But I look back, she did say, come at 11:30, I'll have to see. But if you tell me to come, that means you're optimistic, I think.
Yeah.
If you tell me to come.
you're giving hope.
You're giving me
and you're
full-on
saying,
hope.
Was it implied like come in and see, and if I can, then I'll do it at that time?
No, she said 11:30.
Okay.
You can have the appointment, but I'll have to see.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting there and she says, no, I cannot. No, she said, no, this was even more punch in my gut. I say no.
Okay.
And I sat there and I was like, okay, well, if we can't get to this, what can we get to?
Sure. Reasonable question. Follow up.
I don't know. And oh my God, Jen, I had to like pull it out of her.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, you can't be a bitch because that will not work on Asian women. So I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but you know, I understand. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Where can we get to?
Yeah.
Like, and she's not Korean. She's Vietnamese. So I don't speak Vietnamese. So I can't even appeal to my Asian sister thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like talk to me.
Yeah. Give me more. Explain.
And it literally took me like 15 minutes to convince this woman to just consider, like, tell me what my other options are.
Yeah.
Because I'm not leaving after driving over an hour with nothing. And then she was like, okay, well, we could get to gray or like silver. I could make it like maybe make it silver.
Yeah.
Make it.
Okay.
And part of the problem was that, you know, she just thought I had too much damage here. Okay. And she, you know, to be fair, if Guy Tang, if you're listening, if Guy Tang did my hair, and you know we're friends, Guy Tang, but he's super busy. I get it. He could do it.
Yeah.
Because,
no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. He's like the magic hair.
Yes.
I know that he could, but like, because, you know, when you bleach the roots and you have to continue with other bleach, there's a cotton method. And this woman was not going to spend her time doing the cotton method.
I've never heard of the cotton
method. Where you secure cotton over the... Anyways, I know things. Okay. But I knew... So she's not going to do that, right?
Okay.
They're old school.
Does that prevent it from doing it? Got you.
It prevents the older, you know, bleached hair. That's what she's worried of. Okay. She's worried of the overlap.
Sure.
But I'm like... But she posts
constantly. You're the expert. Yeah. Oh, she posts constantly
about these kind of hair miracles.
Which is why you reached out to her.
My thing is, like, if you don't want that kind of work, don't make that your whole page, right?
Right.
And don't lure me in, because I sought you out for the purpose that you're doing all these like K-pop colors.
Yes.
Which you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, took me 15 minutes to convince her. Like, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I was the peacemaker. I'm telling you, I'm like begging for her to take my money. Yeah. Like, please. Like, okay, I understand that this is a lot to work with, but where can we get to? It doesn't have to be platinum blonde. I understand. I had to, like, it was like negotiating with a hostile you know, person. And finally we got to like, okay, let's go. And it was gray. It was fucking gray. Okay. But I went home and did purple.
On top of it, and it was fine.
And then this is, I like it. Okay. I wanted platinum to go lavender. Because I never, you remember how I used to have dark purple hair?
Yes.
So in order to get to lavender, which was always my goal, and I never got to, that's why I asked for platinum blonde for the blank canvas. Anyways. But it was stressful. I was like, I felt like I was in the hot seat. I was like begging for the whole salon was looking at me, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. Because it's like very.
There are other stylists there?
Yeah. So there was another stylist, and towards the end, and I kept thanking. I was like, thank you for taking me in.
How long did it take? From the minute you walked in?
I was there from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
No. 8 hours?
Yeah.
No.
I Ubered lunch to myself there.
What was the process? Like how she had to do multiple
so first
processes.
We had to bleach the roots.
Okay.
Then we had to bleach this separately because she wanted to remove the color so that it's all even.
Okay.
So this took also I didn't see you right after, but my scalp burned off.
No.
I know.
That must have been so painful.
I legit thought I was going to go bald.
Oh my God.
It was the worst scalp burn
Did she warn you of that?
So she goes, does it hurt? And bleaching does hurt a little bit.
It tingles.
So it was tingling. Yeah. But like I was so afraid of complaining. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it hurts. And she was like, how bad? Not bad. Or, I can, you know,
Yeah.
I realized my pain tolerance is very high. And I have sat through bleaching parts that hurt.
Sure.
So I was like, okay. But it got to a point. And then
once you notice it, it starts getting hotter and hotter.
And then like, but the worst part is when they took me to the shampoo bowl and they have long nails. I'm like, I scream.
And the heat. Like the
hot water. I'm like, and she's like, why didn't you tell me? You scared the shit out of me. So anyways, and after I left, oh my God, you know how many hair scalp like medications I ordered? I legit thought I was gonna go bald. I was Googling like, oh my God, am I gonna go bald from this? Because it was legit burn.
Okay. How long did that last?
Full on week. Full on.
Did it flake off?
Yes.
Oh,
but it was. I was like.
Okay, but at least your hair was gray.
Yeah.
Because
it was pulsating red. It would pulsate. My scalp. I've never had. And listen, I bleached my hair in my life many, many, many times. I've never had a burn this bad. It was pulsating.
Oh
It'd be like,
gosh. I believe it.
Anyways. Woo. And I begged this woman to do this to me.
Did I see you when it was just silver and before you put color in, or did you add color right away?
I added color. No, Jade, I came home with silver hair and he goes, oh, my husband, you know what my fucking husband said? This is what you would look old. I literally looked like a grandma. It wasn't like cute silver.
Yeah,
it was gray.
Gray.
It was fucking gray. And
so the parts that were lighter already bleached. She added color to that?
Yeah, she added silver to that.
Oh.
And I think they did bleach out because they wanted to remove the color it had.
I see. And then they added silver on it.
But, you know, afterwards, I did everything wrong. I mean, you know, I've done this many times. So what you're supposed to do, and I read this and I fucking forget. This is how bad my memory is. So you're not supposed to wash your hair before you go get bleached.
Okay.
Like all week if you can.
Oh, okay.
Because
what does that do?
you want the oils in your hair to
kind of
protect your, it's like a layer of protection.
That's good to know.
Yeah. But I fucking knew this and I forgot. So not only that, if you're really sensitive, then you can put coconut oil the night before and like massage your whole. So ladies, you're learning it from me.
But that doesn't prevent
no, it doesn't
bleach,
mess up the bleach.
Because I feel like it would block the bleach.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it does not mess up the process. It just protects your scalp.
Okay, that's good to. But that should be something that couldn't the salon do that for you?
No,
they don't put anything protecting.
No, I think that they would. And they're old school, you know, like, and they all had bleached hair, by the way. All the like women platinum? In that salon, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it's like you have it, and you're telling me no. Yeah. Anyways, afterwards, during that process, when I finally got to, I was like, okay. After all that pain, I was still thankful. The mercy of being this is what women do, right? I know it's not like just a one-off story because I hear these stories all the time. Women at the mercy of hairstylists. Yes. In fact, I saw a TikTok that this woman made in Chicago and she's like, okay, I have to talk to y'all. Is an Asian woman. She goes, there's this Asian stylist. Did you see this one? No. That all the Chicago Asian women go to. He's like famous. A man. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know why. He has like rave reviews. If you ask any Asian woman in Chicago, this is the man to go to. Everybody knows him. But I went and I had the most horrible time. And she dropped this story and like how he like basically was like my style. Like, no. Like she wanted to do a cute, also coloring. And he said, no, your hair is too damaged. No. Same like scenario like me, right? And she was like, yeah, but okay, what are the alternatives? And he just kept saying no. Okay. And all this stuff, right? Like a tyrant.
Exactly same as your situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, towards the end of it, I mean, I do sympathize. So at the end, they finally, like the whole time, they talked to me like a North Korean dictator. No. No. It's not racist if I'm Korean. Anyways, and then only at the end when I was like, thank you, I like it. Because you know what it was? I knew that I could go home. And I had faith.
You had the expertise.
I know enough about the process.
That was not the end.
Yeah. Even though
goal.
I look dreadfully, what's the word? Frumpy. What's the frumpy word in Korean?
촌스러워? No.
No, not 촌스러워. Side note. I saw a Singles Inferno. What's that guy? Haesun and Wanik.
Oh, Wanik.
Did like a little thing together. And Wanik was like, oh, I was really sad when the Korean people commented on my looks. He's like, 없는 사람처럼 보인다.
Oh,
you look like someone that doesn't have anything.
No, it's like somebody who didn't eat.
밥
먹어야 돼.
없는 사람처럼. I'm like, and he was like, yeah.
고기 좀 먹어야 돼.
No American person is like, you look like someone that doesn't have things. Who says that? Anyways, that's what I felt like when I was looking in the mirror. I'm like, wow, like I don't look like I sat at a salon. I look like I sat in a time machine and turned 80.
went back. Oh my goodness.
Anyways, but I knew that I could go home and turn it lavender. So I was like, and the most important thing was that it was all even.
Okay,
right?
So was she proud of her work?
Yeah. So towards the end, now she's smiling.
Okay.
And then at that point, the other stylist starts talking to me because they were like very silent. Mm-hmm. I think, and I realized they're afraid of me getting saying it's not what I asked for. So they were talking among themselves like, well, the only reason we were really going to say no to you, but because you kept saying, like, I understand that what I'm asking for is not realistic. Like, what are the alternatives? Okay, once you, like, kept saying that, we realized, okay, this woman is not, like, hell-bent on this one thing, which I guess they encounter a lot of, right? And they're like, okay, we need someone to be realistic. And so I think because they've experienced so many people that are like, I didn't get exactly what I wanted when I showed you the picture, they were like telling me like, yeah, because you're willing to be open, that's why the conversation kept going and we could work with that. But we have a lot of people that come in here and like it's not gonna happen. And so but yeah, I was like, thank you for burning my scalp off. What a great, I paid $400 for this. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
Did you give tip too? Yeah. I
am very scared to not tip.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the most horrible, and I'm sure I will never go back, I will tip. Like, and I gave a good fucking tip.
I believe you. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hair, women, I have never met a woman who hasn't had a hair horror story at a salon.
We all have.
Like,
yeah.
It's
the first time I ever heard beauty is pain was
at a hair salon.
At a hair salon, at a Korean hair salon. I was getting a perm.
The wave?
And no, it wasn't wave. It was like the really tight curls.
You got a pama? Like an ajuma pama?
I got an ajuma pama when I was like 7. But I used to get
You
perms.
wanted this or did your mom?
No, my mom wanted this. But I used to get perm and then straight, perm and then straight. So imagine like how damaging that was for my hair.
Wow, really? But your hair is so thick already.
Yeah, but I remember sitting there for hours, and I went with my mom and my grandma, and the Mijangwon lady, the salon owner, is like, oh, pain, beauty is pain. And they put that cotton rim, right? They keep putting the pamayak, the chemical, and it itches and it irritates.
Yeah.
And you're a kid. I think I was like 7 or maybe younger.
That's crazy.
And but I remember the smells of the salon. And then, when I was younger.
They're so, like, generous with that chemical. Like,
it's cold. It trickles down your neck.
Out of the vinegar bottle.
The sauce bottle. It's, like, itchy on your neck. And you scratch it, you get, like, a little bit of rash.
I can't believe you did this at you're 7 years old. I never did that. Like, I did it, I think, maybe middle school, but wow, 7.
When I was right before, this is a huge regret. My high school senior picture is me with a crazy curly perm, because that summer I got in my head that I would like curly hair. And so I hadn't had a perm in years, maybe
I need to see this
at
picture.
least 10 years.
Wow.
And
not
I
a wave
asked my
perm
mom
again?
No, not a wave perm. Gobur, curly.
What prompted this? What
I have
year
no
was
idea.
This?
This was 2003, 2002.
Is that like the era of Justin Timberlake's ramen hair?
It was a little bit after, but it was ramen hair. Like,
yeah.
And what it like that? There's that. Is it called Infinity 21 or something? The name escapes me, but it was like curl. It was serum. It was like this milky serum, and you just put it. It was a huge bottle. Comes from like a tiny pinhole, and you know, it's like you never dry your hair.
I can't
curly.
imagine you with the perm.
Oh my gosh.
What was it? Was it like
it was bad. It was bad. No, I had a layered cut, kind of similar to this, longer than my hair now, but then it was perm.
Was it like Rula? Like
yes, yes.
Good.
I mean, that's what I imagine it's going to be, right? Very like bouncy and stuff. But it was not. And
that's so funny that you say that. Because
I felt really bad because I knew, it's expensive to get perms. And I asked my mom a few months later, can I please go get it straightened? I knew she was going to get mad, but
it was worth asking.
She let me do it.
And she let you do it.
Yeah, and then the next day, when I went to church the next day, my friends were like, much better, but they were too nice to ever say.
You know what?
It looked bad.
That's so funny. So when Adonis and I were in college together, so what is that? I graduated 2004, so right around the same time. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
So
the early 2000s.
I'm 2000. Yeah. Because I graduated high school 2000. So 2002, 3. Oh, it's the same
year.
time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I also had a perm. I just remembered, but mine was a wave.
We had a perm the same year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And mine's I can 100% guarantee my hair is worse than your hair, because listen. So, and it was like cut here. At least you had the long, bountiful.
Yeah.
But mine was here.
Okay.
And I did a wave.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cute.
And it was middle part, right? And at this time, me and Adonis were friends. Okay. We were just friends. We were like best friends, hanging out all the time. To this day, we have like a wedding video we made where like how we met and all this stuff. He goes, wow, she had this like weird hair. And one day she came into the library straightened. I got a straight perm.
Yeah.
And then we did this remake sketch where I walk into Odegaard and I go, and then my hair is fine. He goes, that's the moment. That the straight hair turned him on, right? But okay, but you know what I look like with the wave, middle part hair? That hair is the hair of the Nickelback lead singer. I had that hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me try to dig. I have to try to dig up a photo of my hair, because
oh my God, you know what?
I had my 20-year high school reunion this summer, and they had the yearbook there. And I'm like, oh gosh, like I don't want anybody to see that picture.
We're going to have to put our pictures for Blake.
Okay,
like,
okay. It was not
we should
cute.
Put money on
cute.
Whose was worse. We should put that as our Jane
I should mention my hair also was not my natural color. It was like kind of reddish. Which is when I got my personal color analysis, they said, don't ever do red hair.
Oh, yeah. Don't ever do red hair.
But ironically, they said, if you ever want to go platinum blonde, you could.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no,
really?
No, it's true. It's true. I never
the
worst hair color I ever had was like the orangish red.
You know,
I look sickly.
There was an era where that was in.
That
Do you remember
was so in.
The box?
That's when I did it. But looking back, I look like a ghost. I look like Casper in the face.
I don't know. I think like when you have warm undertones, the red hair doesn't look good on you.
I also don't look good in greens. You know how redheads look really good in greens? that combo is like the worst for me.
Interesting.
So that's what I don't need to do a color test. I'm like you can find. I look sick. Like I'm malnutrition.
Yeah, it's crazy how like the hair tone, color, gives you a different look.
Yeah.
But what I thought was really interesting is my natural hair is very, very dark, close to
mine's
to black.
Jet black. Yeah.
But they told me that's too dark for you. I always thought whatever you're born with probably looks the best. But they were like,
no,
that's
too.
Not true. And then, so I
always
always thought I have
true.
black hair and really dark eyes, so black looks good on me. No, that's not the case either.
Yeah.
They were like, it totally washes you out.
Oh, yeah, you did that color test.
I did the color.
How
color
accurate
thing.
did you think that was?
I think it's pretty accurate.
Okay. Sometimes I see these videos of those, and I'm like, you look gross in that color.
Oh, I can see it better on other people than on me.
Oh, okay.
And when I went there, I wasn't feeling the best about myself because it was like the day after we
flew
into Korea. I wasn't sick yet, but I just,
you were
and then
exhausted,
tired and bloated, and then they want you there with no makeup, and then they put like a Handmaid's Tale white bonnet on you.
Oh,
because they want to isolate your face.
Wow,
they want to isolate your face so they can see your skin and
Is that
eyes.
all they do? That's their whole business.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, this is a new thing, right?
Yeah,
but how? Like
fairly new.
Are they a stylist company?
No, they're not a stylist company. So where I
all
went,
all they do is swatch color your.
Yeah, so they do color theory.
Right.
Yeah, and so they're trained in that, and
do they tell you like I know what colors to wear? Do they also tell you what makeup colors?
Yes.
Oh,
everything.
I can't believe this
hair
business
color
just rose
makeup,
out of nowhere.
So I mean, color theory has been around for a long time.
I know, but to be a business just and telling people color theory,
vanity,
Korea,
vanity, right?
Yeah. We are the most vain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, who else is vain? I mean, everywhere, but I think we're exceptionally high in the vanity scale.
Oh, yeah.
Because, so I listened to this Singles Inferno. It was Haesun and Wonhik, and they had their own little talk.
Yeah.
And so much of what I heard was like, so Haesun, I guess, had just come back from the U.S.
Oh, okay.
From beginning to film. And she was like, I don't know. I can't remember. She's talked in, what is the Korean weight system? Kilograms?
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing like 10 to 15 pounds. She's like, I was in the U.S. I had gained. And so I had to get fit for the show.
Okay.
And they're both talking about how they got fit for the show.
How?
And she was like, oh yeah, I did not like how much I gained weight. So she did one day not eating.
Oh my gosh.
One day eating. I'm like,
no, girl.
And but then Wonhik is sitting there going, yeah, I also started working out.
Yeah.
He said he never worked out like that before. He had never done like gym days until he got cast for the show, and he started working out.
Goodness.
And then he won those challenges. Isn't that insane?
That's pretty crazy.
Like you competed against these gym bros.
He built up those quads.
Yeah.
Right up until just for filming.
Yeah.
We were surprised. Like, how does an office person look like that?
Out of all the people that could win, he did not even.
No.
I would not have even guessed it would be him. But the vanity in Korea is next level.
Yeah.
You know that actress in Marry My Husband? That's a new drama. Or
I haven't heard of that.
What is she known for? Gosh. Anyways, if you saw her, they showed a picture of her when she was little.
Uh-huh. Totally different.
That could be my son.
But, long time ago when I was younger, like maybe in high school, I would hear stories of this. And it was like, like a scandal or something to be ashamed of. But it's so normal.
Now they're like, everybody does it.
It doesn't matter how you're born because anything can be fixed.
Yeah.
Like that's the mentality.
Random people, acquaintances would tell me, go get 쌍꺼풀. Like, you could do it in your lunch break. It's like so quick. I'm like, I didn't ask.
No.
I didn't ask, but they're like, no, go get your eyes enlarged. It only literally takes like
on your lunch break.
I was like, I'm good. Yeah, but this girl, this actress, where was she known from? My secretary. The one with Pak City Hunter? Was she in that one?
I don't know. None of these are ringing a bell for me.
Well, now they're talking about I forgot her name. I'm so bad with actress names. Now they're talking about how because she's done so much surgery, well, her cheeks are sinking in.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a procedure she ever got done. But it feels like a little bit like her face is collapsing. And I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, her childhood photo, I was like, damn, that looks like me. When I was little, no 쌍꺼풀, no nothing. And she talks about how, like, yeah, her mom allowed it when she was, like, in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they do it young.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is crazy. I saw another video of he's like a Korean plastic surgeon on TikTok.
Oh,
do you know
which one? There's multiple. There's guy that looks...
He kind of gives me the goosebumps, but...
Is he the guy with the thick eyebrows?
Yeah. I think
he commented.
He looks a little like sleazy.
Creepy ajashi.
Yeah.
Very thick eyebrows. There's two. And there's another one from LA that I said he looks like, I don't know if you saw the Korean drama Evil Flower. Flower of Evil. There's a killer there. I'm like, oh my God, he looks exactly like that guy. Okay. Somebody said he looks like Lee Jung-jae from what is it?
I don't know. Squid Game?
Yeah.
No.
And I said, no. This guy does not look like that. He looks like... No, there's that one. He has like a wavy hair.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. His name is Dr. Yoon.
Yeah.
There's that guy, but then there's
a guy
who's a
with
bit older.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's a little bit older who's... gives me like a 느끼한 feeling.
Yeah.
But he was...
And he just went through a divorce.
Oh, he did.
I mean, just side note.
Okay.
And I'm the only reason I'm telling you is like the 느끼한 feeling is right because he makes these videos about like when your wife takes all the money and I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, but it's 느끼 because he's like an older man and he's commenting on young women's looks and faces.
Yeah.
And I get that that's his
job,
but he was analyzing all the faces of the Singles Inferno females. You saw this one?
Well, no, I didn't see that one, but he commented on a video that I did on I think it was Singles Inferno. I was saying Cutie is like a plastic surgeon's work of art. And and he wrote like, you're too funny or something on one of my I can't tell if he's saying like, please, that work is no good or like, oh, you hit it on the nail.
Right.
But I was like, I didn't even comment. I'm like, I don't even. Yeah, he's 느끼해. He's like, because he looks like the quintessential ajashi, and then he says all these like things that I'm just like, I don't expect this.
I don't like it because I feel that his expertise, he thinks he's somehow entitled to make these statements about women's appearances.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, it's really heavy. Right now, and
you're. There's something insidious about a man who capitalizes off of women's insecurities.
Especially when they themselves aren't like the best looking. I'm
right.
Like, I'm like, how do you live with yourself then?
I mean, some of his videos are informational, but I'm like,
if you can recognize what beauty is,
surgery, I don't know if I would want to go see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? I never watched the show. But in terms of like looks and the 느끼한 look, there's a white show about the two doctors.
Botched.
Yeah, the thicker guy. Yeah, kind of has that.
He has like Maloof.
Yeah. He has the bigger features, like that heavy looking face.
Yeah.
He's like a Korean version of that.
Korean version of
Maloof. He's Maloofin. Yeah. Why does that really that should be a vocab?
He's Maloofin.
진짜, you know how like words have 느낌?
Yeah.
Feeling? Maloof.
Sure.
He's Maloofin.
For sure. My goodness.
And I never even watched that show, and yet that's how it is.
Yeah.
But
oh my God.
Would you get anything ever done?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I just don't think.
At this point.
Well, you have 쌍꺼풀. I don't even have it.
I got 쌍꺼풀, the double eyelid, from Age. It's as my eyelids thinned.
Oh, yeah.
When I was younger, I didn't have
a slight one here. What drives me nuts, I got a slight inner one. Mine doesn't even... Yours is very... You didn't have it when you were...
I didn't have it when I was a kid, and people would constantly tell my mom, like, she should get it. But
you didn't have it at all?
I didn't have it at all.
Did you ever use the eyeliner tape?
My friend's older sister would put tape on my eyes all the time and say, like, see, look how you could look. Because she eventually did end up getting the surgery.
When did you start getting the sangkapul?
Probably in my late 20s.
Wow.
Yeah. To the point people thought I had the surgery.
Yeah, no, but it's very pronounced.
But my mom used to tell me, don't worry. Because she has sangkapul, and I thought she always had it, and she said
it'll
the
come.
same thing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But my sister was born with it.
Oh.
So I always envied that. Once I was aware that this was some kind of a beauty thing.
Ah.
But
your eyes were big. They weren't small. Your eyes are naturally big.
I guess.
I mean, compared to me. The fuck? I don't know if y'all can hear Blake. He enjoys our podcast.
Yes.
I think he's trying to say my eyes are small.
Let me tell you, like eyes, face size, hair, all these things that we were brought up to have and hyper awareness about. Oh, long time ago, I remember my parents, they were talking about somebody and they said, oh, so-and-so's eyes, she has really small eyes. My mom said, I thought they were talking about me. So I was walking around with my eyes like. She was like, we're not talking about you. Like, but I was.
How old are you?
Young, like 5, maybe younger.
Oh
but
my
that's
gosh,
how
that's
early
so.
It starts.
That's so cute. You were like, me?
Not me.
Wow, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. No, what drives me nuts is I have a slight one on the left, and only I can tell. My fucking husband can't tell that my 2 eyes are different sizes. Like, I don't see anything.
My eyes are different sizes.
I can tell, but it's like only because I'm aware of it for myself. It's very slight. Yours is very slight. Mine is like complete no sangkapul. And but like you can't tell. You can't tell.
I can't
on my
tell
eyes.
on your eyes.
See?
Yeah,
because it's so damn
bigger,
small.
A little bit. This one's bigger.
See, you can't tell.
Okay. Yeah.
I
couldn't tell you which one is bigger, but I know one is bigger.
This one.
Okay.
But that's natural.
It's natural.
Most people's eyes,
and you're not symmetrical.
Are
Most
naturally.
People. Yeah.
Speaking of body parts. Why? Why are you getting nervous?
Go ahead.
Okay. So your face.
Quite the
your face. I know. I don't know if I should save it for next time because it's a whole thing. Maybe I'll save it for next time.
That's all right. I'm waiting for you. You opened this can of
You want me to
worms.
finish it? Okay, fine. So vaginas.
Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
Okay. Yeah. Vaginas. I just learned that you can have an outie vagina or any vagina. Have you heard?
No.
So the reason I had no idea. So Matt Rife was talking about, of course it was Matt fucking Rife, talking about vaginas on a podcast. And he was like, yeah, outie vaginas are gross. And at first I was like, what are outie vaginas? Are men like comparing vaginas to luxury cars?
Oh, like Audi.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, what? But if so, then why would you hate it, right? Turns out.
Nice one.
Yeah, like I'm like, ooh, I want to be an Audi. Turns out they're talking about vaginas that have a little lip sticking out.
Okay.
Like, so it's like, if you were a clam.
To visualize.
If you're a clam, there's a clam that's clamped shut versus a clam that's got a.
Okay. Thanks for sticking out your tongue for that visual.
Okay. Yeah, so when the clamp sticks out a little bit of its inner thing, that's an outie vagina.
Okay.
When your inner labia majora or labia minora, look at me being scientific, body, that's an outie. That's all it is, outie or any. But majority of women have outies. Okay. Right, so like.
I couldn't even tell you.
I'm like, who goes down there looking that hard?
Down there.
Yeah, but I know that I have outie.
How do you know?
'Cause,
You can feel it.
I mean, I've seen it.
Okay.
But and most women, I thought that was normal. I had no idea there's ones without at all. Like, so you must be clamped shut.
I don't know.
If you've never noticed it. So guess what, Jane? You have a porn star vagina. That's why men like it so much, because porn stars in porn. Your right eye is definitely bigger than the. Your eye was popping out. Yeah, porn stars have clamped shut vaginas, no lips sticking out. So
learned something new today.
Yeah. So you have an innie and I have an outie. We're opposite in every way.
We are. We're so compatible.
Yeah, but there's vaginas with the hole sticking out, like when the clam tries to escape. Do you see?
Yeah, like a hemorrhoid, but for your vagina.
Well, initially when I thought they were talking about cars, I was like, oh, what kind of vagina would I be? Hyundai, just because I'm Korean? And I was like, no, that's too Korean for me. I must be a Kia Soul with the hamsters. Not because the car is Korean, but I was thinking about the hamsters. I was like, oh, yeah, it takes 4 hamsters to rev up my engine. Kia Soul vagina.
Oh my gosh. That's part of your new set.
I know. I need to work that out. But Audi. I can't believe even when
here after talking about bleaching hair.
The roads we take.
Yes.
And to the core, we're different. But together, not our vaginas. Just you're you're an innie. Porn star vagina. I'm a regular. I'm the. I think like 56% of women have outies.
Okay, so that's not a huge majority.
No, but it's like it's literally, but it can be like so varied.
Okay.
I mean, in terms of like your outie could be like, or it could be
the degree.
Yeah.
Got it.
It could be all out. It could be like little out. You know, mine's like a little.
Okay, that's cute.
I think that's a wrap. I think we can. Thanks. Thank you for liking my vagina, Jane. You're a real friend.